Here in this video, we'll see a problem on sectional orthographic projections. For that, here is a question. Figure below shows pictorial view of an object. Draw the following views. Front view looking along x direction, top view and sectional side view. So this is the question in front of us. Now, before you start this question, you should know how much is the total length, height and width of the object. So when I'm looking along x direction, the total length, as I can see, it is 100. And the height is, here it is 90 from bottom up to the center, and from the center up to the top it is 48. So 90 plus 48, that is 138 mm. And for the width, I have to look along the side. Here the total width is 63 mm, as can be seen here. Then the method is not mentioned, either we should use first or third angle method of projection. If nothing is given, always go for first angle method of projection. So here I'll explain the spacing for this problem. The total length is 100 mm, and in the question it is given, we have to draw the sectional side view. Along x direction we are going to see the front view, and side view will be from this direction. So it is from left and it should be drawn on right hand side by first angle method of projection. So for that, if the side view is on right side, then front view should be on left hand side. And in the front, the length and height are visible, width is not visible. So the length, I am marking it as 100 mm. Height already I had marked as 138 mm. It is there already. Then just below the front view there will be top view, and from the top the height is not visible but length and width are visible. Width is 63 mm. And in the side view, the height and width are visible. Height I have taken from the front view, width from the top view. So for that, selecting a point, measuring 45-degree angle. So inside this rectangle, I'm going to draw the side view. Now the sequence is, we should start with the front view first. When I'm looking along x direction, the front view is symmetric about the center line. So at first, I'll draw the center line. Here in this case, the first thing which is visible from the front is this base plate, whose length is 100 and height is 12 mm, as can be seen here. taking the height as 12 mm. Then at the same time, when we are looking from front, in that case, these two circles, that is this surface is visible. Now the center for the circle will be 90 mm from bottom. So over this center line, I am marking 90 mm. Drawing a light horizontal line. Then here the outer circle is having diameter 50 mm. So for that, from this center, I'll take radius as 25 mm. Drawing a light circle. Inside this, there is another circle whose diameter is given as 25 mm. So taking the radius as 12.5. Drawing a light circle through it. Next, here as we see, there is a cut of 3 mm. It has been shown here. There is a gap of 3 mm. So for that, I'm going to measure 1.5 mm on one side and 1.5 on the other side to get this gap. So here the gap is of 3 mm. And then looking from front, in that case, these two plates which are having length 12 mm are also visible. So I'll measure the length 12 mm for both the plates. Projecting these points down onto the circle, because these plates are coming up to this circle. Next, looking from front, the rib is also visible. Its length is 10 mm. It is connected from the bottom to the top, taking 5 mm on both sides. Rib is visible. When we are looking from front, in that case, even this surface is visible. And I can say that the surface is connected up to the center. So for that, here I need to draw the tangent. I'm taking it slightly above the center so that I get this tangent. Then I can say that only these are the visible part, and in the question it is said we have to draw only the plain front view and not the sectional front view. So I can directly go on making it dark so that we don't have any confusion here. This rib should be slightly curved. So this much is the visible portion of the front view. Then for the hidden part, we can see here there is a circular hole of diameter 12 inside these both the plates. So I need to get the center. The center is 12 mm below. So I'll be taking 12 mm from top, drawing a light center line, and the diameter is 12, so measuring 6 on both the sides. So these are the hidden circles. I'll make them dark. Then there are two circles inside the base plate. Its center is located at, as the radius is 25 here, so it means at 25 mm distance from one side and even 25 from the other side. So getting this center line, and the circles are having diameter of 12 mm. So again taking 6 mm on both sides. Similarly here. Now these two circles should be hidden. So I'm drawing dotted line here. Drawing the center line. So here is the complete front view with the hidden lines. Now I have to draw the top view, and looking from top as an observer, first thing which is visible are these two plates. Their length is 12, I can get it from the front view. Width is 32 mm. So these are the plates. First I'll get the center here, center line. So the width is 32 mm. Now as these two plates, they would be visible, and I can say that here the cylinder is having width 44 mm, and then here some distance is given, means from the cylinder, leaving 6 mm on one side, 6 mm on other side, the plate is starting. So I have to measure 32 mm after taking 6 mm. So first I'll be taking this 6 mm distance, drawing horizontal line through it, and then from this horizontal line I'll measure 32 mm for the plates. Then I'll project the cylinder, it is also visible from the top. Now cylinder is having width of 44 mm starting from behind. So from here I'll measure 42 mm. for the cylinder. Now looking from top, as the plates are visible, I'll make them dark. Then at the same time, when looking from top, in that case, this rib is visible. It is having a width of 10 mm, so leaving 10 mm from one side, and where this rib is ending, that point we can get it from the front view. It goes inside the cylinder slightly. Now I'll draw the rib dark. Next, here there are these curves having radius 25 mm quarter circle. That surface is also visible from the top. So the center is already there with us. Now I'll take that radius that is measuring this distance, which is again 25 mm. From here, cutting this line to get the center. Similarly on the other side, because I have the projection of the center line, cutting this. Now after getting this center, so here I'm making these two semicircles. For that I'm drawing like horizontal line. Then inside that there are two circles as well, as we see here. They would be visible from the top, so the same center is there. Radius will change, measuring this radius, drawing it light. Now the portion of the smaller circle which is crossing the cylinder will be hidden, and only some portion of that should be dark. So for that, this internal part will be dark. Remaining part should be visible, means half of the circle is visible, half is going hidden. Joining them, then looking from top, even this rib is also visible. Connected to the cylinder. Then this rib will be connected with the help of dotted line. Inside this cylinder there is another small circle of diameter 25, projecting it down. The width is 44, inside which I need to draw this hidden circle. So here I complete the top view. Then for the side view, since in the question it is asked sectional side view, first I'll draw the plain side view, then the sectioning. Now looking from side, first thing which is visible is this 12 mm height plate, which is throughout the width of 63 mm. So getting its height from the front view, which is here. Then this rib is also visible along with the cylinder. So getting the height of the rib and its width will be taken from the top view. Then the cylinder will be projected. Now this cylinder is here in the top view. I'll take its width and project it into the side view. Then the two plates whose height I'll get it from the front view, width from the top view. I'll start making it dark in order to avoid the confusion. Then the plates are starting after a gap of 6 mm going up to the top. Then where they are ending, that projection also is there with us. Next, the cylinder. After that, the rib which is connecting the cylinder and the base plate. This rib will be joined, so it will be connected from here up to the base plate. Then this base plate. Now if we see into the diagram, when the cutting plane is being passed, in that case it is passing through this gap, so the plates are not cut, and then the surface of the plate and the cylinder, they are coinciding as I have drawn it here. Sectioning will be there only here at the bottom, that is from the top up till here the sectioning won't be there. So I'll project the inner cylinders. Sectioning will be there in the bottom part of the cylinder, and then since here there is a rib, it will be up till here, and at the bottom there is the plate which is going to be cut. Now inside this plate there is a circle, its center will be projected. So here I'll be projecting this center line to get the circle which is there inside the plate. Here for that also what I can do is, in the top view also, inside these plates there was circle and it was having 12 diameter, so exactly taking the half of 32, because that is the width of the plate, which is 16 mm, to get the center line, and that center line I'll project it into the side view. So this is the center line for the holes, projected to the side view from the top view. So here is the center for the circle, and similarly I should mark 6 mm on both sides here to get the hidden circle inside the plate in the top view as well. Circles are there only in the solid plates, not the gap. These are hidden circles. Now in the side view, when the cutting plane has been passed, this circle will be visible. Next, here when the cutting plane is passing, this portion won't be cut. Similarly, this top part of the cylinder, there will not be sectioning here as well, that is in the top region, but sectioning will start in this bottom portion. This portion is being cut as we see here. The bottom part of the cylinder is cut, then the rib is going to be cut, and this plate will be cut. At the same time, the rib which is behind of 10 mm, this is also going to be cut. So it will look something like this, the surface after it has been cut. I have to draw the section lines here. Now section lines are inclined at 45 degree. I'll just shade the portion where I'm going to draw the section lines. These are the portions because these are the cut part which I am shading. Section lines inclined at 45 degree. For that, inside this I can take any point, any single point as a reference and measure angle of 45 degree. Then drawing parallel lines through it, and remember the sectioning lines are to be drawn medium dark. So I'm using red color here which shows medium dark line. So this much is the cut portion, and here sectioning won't be there inside this rib because whenever the cutting plane is passing through half of the thickness of the rib, that is it is cutting the rib into two equal halves. In that case, sectioning should not be there. If we look at this rib, the cutting plane is cutting entire 10 mm rib, so sectioning is there here. But the rib at the middle, it is cut exactly into two halves, so sectioning should not be there. That is the convention for the ribs. Then after reaching up till this stage, the hole which is there inside this plate, it will be seen as hidden. So here I am getting the center of this hole exactly here. Its diameter will be projected. That should be hidden. Then the final stage is here. After this, I'll name this cutting plane, making the edges thick. Cutting plane AA. Cutting this and looking it from the left, drawing it onto the right side by first angle method of projection. At last, giving the dimensions. This is 12 mm plate. Then we have a plate of 90 mm height. Twelve mm height. Then these circles. Small circle having diameter 25 mm. Larger circle having diameter 50 mm. Then the rib. Ten mm. Next, into the top view. Thirty-four mm. Radius 25. Diameter 12. Two holes. 10 mm. Next, total height 138, and here the height of the center from the top is 48 mm. Diameter 12. Total width is 63 mm. And so here this is the front view, top view, and sectional left hand side view as it was mentioned in the question. Having a total length of 100 mm. And with this, the problem is completed.